Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live pop-up chat. Let's do that again. I didn't think I quite heard a big enough fan flap. That's better. Let's do it with a little bit of force. Let's give it a little bit of British welly, as we say here in the UK. Give it some welly. Yes, so hello and welcome to today's live pop-up chat. It is, of course, Tuesday, the day after baby Sussex's birth. So the main topic, I think, of this video is going to be that from last night, from last evening in the UK, there have been other reports coming out about the birth, or rather details about the birth of baby Sussex. And some of those details coming out are conflicting with things that we've been led to believe are true previously. And within sort of royal reporter circles, within official royal reporter circles, I'm not getting a consensus on what is true and what isn't true. Personally, I'm going to say at the very, very top of this chat that I think the best thing to do for everybody is just to wait until we get official confirmation about how baby was born and where baby was born. I really think we need to just wait for the official information. Now, with regards to will they officially release it, when will they officially release it, I don't know. I don't think it's something that Harry and Meghan will mention when they do the baby show. Now, the baby show we think is going to be kind of tomorrow. I think lots of royal reporters, including Omid Scobie, are anticipating tomorrow. Harry did say 2 days, so I think tomorrow is most likely. I haven't heard what time. So if any of you have heard any rumours about what time this is going to happen, please do let me know, because I really want to know so that I can pop on and do a live reaction to whatever it is. But yes, going back to the conflicting news, the stories that are going out, I think it was the Daily Mail that broke the story. I must say at this point it is unconfirmed as to whether it's true or not, but some people are now saying that baby was born in the Portland hospital. Now, if you cast your mind back to way back when everyone was thinking initially Lindo Wing, same as Catherine. Then we kind of switched to, well, maybe the Portland is in the frame. And then after a little bit of deliberation, I then changed my mind to, I think it's going to be the Portland rather than the Lindo Wing, because there's been lots of previous royal births there as well. Then all the news came out about the home birth, and then the house move happened. And that's when I changed my mind again, because I thought, whilst they were still living at Kensington Palace, I definitely thought a London birth was on the cards. So I was definitely thinking Lindo Wing or Portland. Then I switched to Portland. Then when they had moved into the cottage in time for baby, which was amazing, I then switched again to these rumours about that she wanted a home birth. And up until now, a home birth seemed like that had happened and taken place primarily because nobody had actually seen Meghan leave to go to hospital. And believe you me, they would have had people stationed outside every entrance and exit, regardless of what time it was. They would have had people on standby looking out for this. You just know that that's true. So I don't really know how she would have got from Frogmore Cottage to the Portland without raising any type of alarm whatsoever. I just think, I don't know, I'm not sure whether she has had baby in Portland or whether it was a home birth. I think, like I say, we do need to just wait now and see. So the story goes that that she went into the Portland round about sort of 10 or 11 o'clock on the Sunday. Yes, on the Sunday. On the Sunday evening, so that's PM. Then she went into, they made some kind of press announcement at about 1:30 on the Tuesday, 1:30 a.m. And then we were told, was it about 1:30 in the afternoon the following, on the following afternoon, that baby had been, that Meghan had gone into labour and then baby had been born. So I don't know. I really don't know as to whether or not I think that's true or not. Whether Meghan and Harry will announce where and how baby was born tomorrow, I don't know. or whether we'll get a separate announcement. Again, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But regardless of whether they do or don't, birth certificates are a matter of public record, and I think it is within about 40 something, is it 42 days in the UK, birth certificates become public, including royal birth certificates. So the press and the media will find out where baby was born within 42 days anyway. So regardless of whether they announce it or not, we are going to find out at some point. So I just wanted to make that kind of clear that we don't know at the moment where baby was born, how baby was born. It is conflicting information within the royal reporter community. So I don't know. I am actually going to go to that article and just kind of look into it a little bit deeper. So it says, revealed, overdue Meghan's home birth dream was dashed as she was secretly whisked to a London hospital on Sunday by Harry and his Scotland Yard security team before their to-die-for baby was born at 5:26 a.m. So it's claiming that Harry and the security detail took Meghan themselves, I think is what they're saying, and they're probably claiming that they kept it on the down low from Buckingham Palace and everybody else. So it says Meghan was taken to hospital by security team under cloak of secrecy, with some senior royals even unaware. It's believed she was taken to a London hospital, most likely the Portland, where a basic delivery cost £15,000. Sources claim Duchess remained there overnight before baby was delivered on Monday morning. Now again, reading this back, it does sound a little wishy-washy. We have the sources say, and in fact they aren't actually making the claim that baby was in fact born in the Portland. They're just saying a London hospital. So did they get wind? I can see Kat coming. Is it Rory? Hello, Rory. So did they get wind that she'd left Frogmore but didn't know where she was going? I don't know. Like I say, it is all a little bit up in the air at the moment. So it just goes on. The Mail understands that the Duchess of Sussex, who was a week overdue, was whisked off and amid such secrecy that even senior royals weren't told. And it just kind of goes on a little bit in that kind of vein. So I'm not sure as to whether to believe it or not. Like I say, hello Rory. Like I say, I would just be inclined to wait until we get some kind of official announcement on it, or the details of the birth certificate become available within about 42 days. So I'm going to go to the chat room because of course I want to see what everyone's saying. Rory is clawing my carpet. Hello Rory, do you want attention? Come here. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Oh, he's just flopped. Oh, look. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. My goodness. Let's go to the chat room and see what people are saying. You can have a little bit of Rory whilst I... He wants fuss. He wants cuddles and fuss. Hello, you. You want fuss and cuddles, don't you? But Daddy's doing an important job and telling people about Meghan and Harry and baby Sussex. Yes. He doesn't understand. All right, I'll let you have a look at Rory whilst I read some comments. So let's go back up. Lots of people saying hello, hello, hello. Where do I buy my beautiful tiaras? Some are from Amazon and some are from the Royal Look for Less, which is a website. Kendra says, how long is this live chat? I don't know. It's as long as it takes. Christine says, would love more live reactions. If I can be on... Oh, he's gone now. Bye, Rory. If I can be on, if I can work out what time it's going to be, then I will pop on and do a live reaction. Of course I will. But I need to know what time it is. And as of yet, I don't know. I haven't seen anywhere where it said what time. Live, Love and Laugh says, whether baby was born at home or hospital, they are both healthy. Yes, that is true. And that is the most important thing. The media are all frustrated. They were left in the dust about everything. Possibly. Arnold says they have no proof she went to hospital. Exactly. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Kind of. Yes, I can't wait to see baby too. Rhonda says, I think people should be satisfied with whatever news the couple decide they want to share, whenever they want to share it. That's true. Michelle says, but if the birth was at the Portland, why didn't the doctors sign the papers at Buckingham Palace? Again, I think the royal couple want all details around the birth to be private for now. I mean, I don't know when they plan to announce the specific details, but for now, I think they want it to be private, and that's why we didn't see any signatures on the ceremonial easel yesterday. I definitely don't think she had the baby a few days before. No, I don't. Kendra says, "You put me in your pocket." Thank you. I can be. I'm very portable. Sheila says, "This clearly shows the complete lies of sources that royal experts use. For example, the egg story and the gender fluid baby story." I mean, you guys know, I have absolutely no trouble in saying to you that we don't know something. Part of the whole thing about being a royal spectator, a royal watcher, a royal follower, a royal fan, whatever you want to call it, excuse me, is that sometimes we don't know things, and sometimes we have to wait until we do actually know something. And I have no trouble in telling everybody that, this is something that I think we're going to have to just wait for, and there really is no point in speculating on it. We just need to wait and get an official announcement, or wait until details of the birth certificate become public information. Yes, the Queen also had her children at home. That's true. Sherry says, "Just joined. Glad you're addressing this, as that segment of detractors are hurling all manner of conspiracy theories." You know me, I'm not into conspiracy theories at all. Lizard Lady, go home. That's the tea. Live Love Nat says, "Or Harry and Meghan will tell them exactly where they had the baby." I don't think that's something that they're going to talk about tomorrow, if tomorrow goes ahead, of course. I've just got a feeling that's something they won't be touching on. Juliet says they could have used a closed van. Probably every vehicle coming and going may have been watched. I don't know. But yes, it is possible, maybe. Rosemary says, "Why is it so important to know where she gave birth? All that matters is that she gave birth to a healthy baby." I agree, but everyone else seems to be incredibly interested and in a bit of a tiz-was about it. Where is Molly? She's on the chair down the bottom end, relaxing. After stealing KFC chicken bones. Yes. T. French says, "Does it really matter where the baby was born?" Not really, no. No, doors do not stop Rory. He just pushes them open. He's a force. Yes, lots of false or speculative stories going around. Darlene says, "I've been on Twitter, and some royal reporters are even angry about the announcements. One royal reporter said the Buckingham Palace email system broke down." Okay, I missed that one. Explains why labour and birth communications were so close together. I have no idea. I'm not on any official communications with anything royal or on the palaces, so I wouldn't be able to confirm or deny if that was true. MDQ Quinn is in the Portland, Oregon. Not quite the Portland Hospital, but yes, you are most certainly in Portland. I have no idea. Michelle says, "How does the Mail know she was a week overdue?" No one knows, because no one knew the actual due date. So, again, it's just speculation. Let's just go up. I think I've missed a load of comments. Hang on. Sometimes my screen skips. Hang on just a second. Going up, going up. I didn't think it skipped that far down. Okay, Kimberly says, I don't believe it. The media was watching the Sussexes like hawks. How could they not have seen them on a Sunday afternoon? Well, I think they're saying it was Sunday evening, but I agree. I think they would have been seen. Lots of people saying it doesn't matter, or does it matter? No, it doesn't really. I just think people want to know, but it doesn't really matter. Vanessa says, do you think they will release the name, even though Prince Charles hasn't seen the baby? Again, who knows? We are in kind of uncharted waters, so to speak, because let's face it, if we'd have had the baby parade just following the birth, we wouldn't have known the name, even though we'd have had the images. So again, if they haven't come to a conclusion on a name, we might just see baby and not get the name. So we'll have to wait and see. But yes, Prince Charles and Camilla have been about today in Berlin. They are on their Berlin tour. They've met Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, and they are trying to improve relations, obviously, because of Brexit, with the UK and continental Europe, mainly Germany in this particular instance. So they have been about. Prince Charles has expressed obviously his joy in becoming a grandfather again. So yes, and also he admitted that he hasn't seen baby yet. So I think once Charles and Camilla come back from the tour, they will most definitely head on over to Frogmore to go and see baby Sussex, whatever baby's name is. The Queen has also been out today, my goodness, with Philip. It's the first time we've seen Philip in public since the whole incident with the car. They were actually at the Order of Merit, and it was a luncheon. So Philip has been a member of the Order of Merit for a very long time, and he chose to attend this luncheon. So this is something that he just chose to attend, and it was just so lovely to see him back alongside the Queen. It was amazing. And the Queen actually looked overjoyed in the photographs. Sorry, I can't show you some of these photographs because they are press association photographs, but the Queen just that smile on her face. She was beaming. I think she likes having her man by her side, and she just looked really stunning. So yes, I think the Queen was very happy, and it was lovely to see Philip looking, really, really healthy and well too. So that was another good thing. And the Queen was asked as she was walking, it was caught on camera, about how are you, ma'am? And she said, I'm fine. And then someone said about the birth, and she said, asked how many grandchildren she got, and she said 8. So yes, 8. My goodness. How does she keep count? I have no idea. But yes, she's very happy, I think, about the baby. A lot of people giving me some Rory comments. Kelly says, wish you did daily vlogs. You mean of my life, or just like these pop-ups? I almost do a pop-up daily. Yes, I did notice the easel announcement was different because it didn't have the signatures of the medical staff, and I think that's because they want to keep the birth details private for now. Just Me says, I do wish Harry and Meghan could have been more open with the facts. I saw Harry yesterday and he seems really want to share more about the baby birth. He did seem incredibly proud. I think, it's easy for the man to come out straight after the birth and be all happy and delighted. But for the woman who's, gone into the labour and delivered, maybe not so. Definitely not so. So yes, I think Harry was all ready and excited to share and eager to share. I think he wants to, but yes, I think he's being very respectful of obviously Meghan at this time. Yes, he was charming. Lots of people thinking what the baby will look like. Juliet says, if they snuck out to go to the hospital, how did Harry sneak back? I don't know. Those are things that are, in my mind, little alarm bells. People agreeing that we just need to be patient. I think so too. Which tiara am I wearing today? It is the fringe tiara that the Queen wore for her wedding. Very spiky. It's very spiky today, which I like. I like spiky tiaras. I don't know why, but I do. I like a bit of spike on my tiara. KOF US says, I don't begrudge desire for privacy. It's just that they couldn't have done a better job of feeding fodder to the ridiculous conspiracy theories. I kind of, I agree, and I don't. I'm a little bit conflicted on that because, on the one hand, I've always said that the baby parade has its merits. It does have its merits. Giving details ahead of time does have its merits. However, what is also really, really important is that the wishes of the parents are respected, and if they want privacy, especially with all the hoopla and the hoo-ha and the nastiness and the racism and everything that's been going on leading up to this birth, with all what's been going on in the media, I can also understand why they have this such overwhelming desire to keep things private. So on the one hand, yes, I think that there is a lot to be said for giving out little snippets of information and all that kind of thing. But in this case, I'm just happy that they have had the sort of birth and delivery and experience as what they wanted. And I think that is the most important thing to remember. And hey, everyone else, they'll just have to go with the punches and just go with it, because that's all we can do. Just me says maybe the ambulance that was spotted a week before was dropping off medical equipment. No, the ambulance was for food. It was if I cast my mind back properly, it was medical students and something to do with food. That's what it was, apparently. Mrs. Pilling says baby photo call possibly around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. as this would suit American broadcasters. That is a good point. It could be. You may be right. Michael says, why are they angry? How do you announce Meghan was in labour at 2 a.m? Plus the Queen is in Windsor. I agree. It was a very awkward time to announce that she'd gone into labour. I can see why they waited. If it had happened during the daytime, that's different. But hey, it was the middle of the night, basically. Sandy says, did you think the Queen will give the title as HRH for baby Sussex because Charles is going to be king? I've always thought no. I think the Queen will just wait for things to naturally take its course, and that is that when we have a change of reign and Charles is king, that baby Sussex will be entitled to be a HRH and a prince. So by bringing it forward, it's not really going to change anything in terms of baby Sussex's long-term destiny, because he will get that anyway. In fact, any following children of Meghan and Harry, should they go on to have any, will be exactly the same. There is still a chance that the Queen may change things to bring it forwards, but I haven't seen any evidence of that going on at the moment. We still don't know if Child will be addressed even by the courtesy title of Earl of Dumbarton. I saw in one article from a Royal Reporter journalist who actually got something wrong. They said that the child will be known as the Earl of Dumbarton. That's not true, because the principal title holder is still Harry. So Harry is the Earl of Dumbarton. Basically what happens is you just put first name and you take off the. So he would be Earl of Dumbarton. Let's just say his name is John. So he would be John or Lord John, Earl of Dumbarton. So we don't even know if Harry and Meghan are going to take up those titles. They haven't said. We've heard nothing in the media about what baby will be referred to as title. Let's hope that we get that information soon, because that is something that I really do want to know. Actually, I'm really interested, being someone that's really interested in titles. Okay, so if I'm skipping down a few. Let's go back up a little bit. Oh, Kelly, thank you. It says, thank you so much for your baby reports. Kelly Dugas has donated $1.99. Thank you so much to you. Oh, that was a fierce fan flap. Thank you so much for your support for the channel. Let's go back up, because I think I've skipped all the way down to the bottom again. I don't know why. Hey, the King says, I don't know why the palace won't reveal the location. I just think maybe it's a little bit of, you know, Harry and Meghan have a little bit of control over something, and you know, maybe they want to reveal it when they want to reveal it. That may be a bit of an element of it as well. Denise says, I like this mystery that surrounds this royal baby. Kia loves the tiara, thank you. Cindy says, are you going to have information about the Queen, Prince Charles, and the Duchess of Cornwall, and the Duke and Duchess's engagements? Yes, but probably I'm going to have a bit of a hard time putting them out today. It's my visiting day. Today, Tuesdays, for me, just a little bit of personal information, it's my shopping day where we go and do our weekly food shop, and it's also visiting day. So I go to visit Jason's mum and dad, his parents. So today is a little bit pushed, especially when I've been waiting most of the day for these engagements to come in and finish. So it's a bit of a weird time now for me to be kind of putting them out. So some of them you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. But of course, tomorrow, if we get the baby parade, then obviously that's going to take priority, I'm afraid. And hopefully I'll be able to do a live reaction on that. Yes, the Duke did say that baby was a bit overdue. We didn't say how much. Lady Buckingham says, just me, the media have been cruel to Meghan. They maybe didn't want to give them more. That's kind of my train of thought as well, a little bit. Sherry says, Doria was able to come into the country undetected. That is true. Soul Cage says, I'm amazed how short her labour was. My first baby was 28 hours. My goodness, that's a long time. I hope they got you a snack in between. Just Me says, royal births are traditionally transparent. That is why the secrecy seems unusual. We're going to have to just wait. We really are just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to skip down a little bit because Mary Brunn says, concealing the story allows the family to have their alone time. Maybe we will get full details once they've had this private time of which they spoke of. MH44 said, they said all along that the birth will be private, so what surprises, looking for something to complain about. That is exactly what they did say. Right, I'm just skipping through a little bit. Thank you to GC Lipari, who says, take your time, you do an awesome job. Thank you. I definitely, because the Cambridges were out today. Obviously, we have the Charles and Camilla out. There is a lot that I do want to get covered. I Love Jesus says, I think John is a great choice for name of baby Sussex. This would be a great way to honour Diana's memory. I'm leaning more and more and more towards John. I really am. That is a name that I think is coming through in my mind quite a bit. Did we have a donation come through? I've seen something whiz by on the screen. Mary says, am I sitting on my bottom? My legs are going to sleep. My legs are going to sleep. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to just lower the camera and then sit. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. And you can still see the tiara. That's good. Yes, the place of birth will be stated on the birth certificate. We just have to wait. That is exactly my point. Entirely. HM the King wants James as a name. I like it, but I don't think we're going to get it. Vash Frazier says it was stated that if it was in the middle of the night, they weren't going to wake the Queen, so they would be told when she woke. That's exactly what happened. More than likely. Seaside Mom says, no, they're going to name baby Elliot Spencer Charles Philip. I would love it if my name was in there. I don't know why they would, though. Rhonda has donated $2. It says, appreciate all you do. Thank you so much. You get, of course, a fan flap. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too fierce this time. Thank you. DC says, will we be able to talk about the other royals in the next coming weeks? Yes, most definitely. I think these past few months have been very focused, I think, on the upcoming birth. I think everybody globally has been very excited about this birth. I mean, we have had excitement previously with George and Louis and Charlotte, but I think, like you all know, I mean, it's true. Meghan has brought a lot more global attention to the royal family. I think I've definitely noticed that in my channel with everyone that's commenting. Um, you know, Meghan has been a big draw to the royal family from overseas, especially um, people of different nationalities, different heritages, different backgrounds that perhaps didn't feel like they had a stake in the royal family before. Now they feel they do. So Meghan has definitely brought a lot more attention. So there's been probably more attention, more people wanting news, people actively searching social media for baby news. I'm not saying they didn't with Charlotte, George, and Louis, but you know, it's been very, very big with Meghan and Harry and baby Sussex. So that's to be expected. But I think once they've shown baby and Meghan continues her maternity, Harry has his paternity, I think there is going to be a chance for other royals to get a bit more attention. I think so. Yes, we will be doing a lot more on other royals in the upcoming weeks and months, but be warned. This is my warning to you all. Once everything does go a little bit quiet on the Harry, Meghan, and baby Sussex front, there will be, of course, a slew of fake stories, of speculation stories coming through about what they're doing, what Meghan's feeding baby, what she's dressing baby in, what the nanny is, if they've got a male nanny, if she's feeding baby keto. I mean, you can imagine it, can't you? You can just imagine all the speculation stories. A royal source says this, a royal insider says this, a family friend says this. It's all going to be hitting us, people. So be prepared, because there will be a lot of stuff. So some of the things I'm probably just going to have to just ignore, because some of the things are just going to be so fake and just speculative that it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. That is my prediction. That will be a complete nightmare. Lady Buckingham says, inside scoop, you heard it here first. They are naming him Hey You. Kelly says, I really like John. I'm warming to John. I'm thinking it's going to maybe a little favourite, a little Prince John, maybe, if the Queen changes things. Just Me says, none of Will and Kate's children have Kate's family names in theirs, so no James and Michael. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Vita T says, sadly, I got really upset. Oh, why? When a BBC reporter said the baby won't be as important as George, because constitutional monarchy, etc., he will be important to his parents. Okay, I agree with you. All babies are important, and this baby most definitely will be important. I think in terms of baby's future role, maybe baby will have a role similar to Beatrice and Eugenie, in that at the moment Beatrice and Eugenie, as we know, don't have an official role, but they are on the peripheral, and they are doing lots of work that I think is leading up to them being a working royal. So in the future, maybe baby could have a role within the royal family in an official capacity. So baby is important in that way, but in terms of the constitution, there is less pressure on Harry and Meghan and their children, because of course the direct line, the line that's at the forefront, is William's line, and William has 3 children, so it's very highly unlikely that Harry's line would ever get to be in that front position. So it does give an advantage in a way, because they have more leeway. They have more leeway to do what they want, how they want, when they want, which is, I think, what we've seen with the whole birth. They've had what they want. Okay, let's go up a little bit. I think I saw a comment. H London says, when will this negative press end? I have no idea, but I am longing for it. You're sick of it too. Me too. Most definitely. H London says, Prince Shark, Baby Shark. Mrs. Pilling says, you could be right with John, as Prince Harry may have given a clue in his statement. The name of the horse. He said, thank you. Oh, there was a John, wasn't there? Oh, it could be. Just going up a little bit. BB Viva Tube says Americans, Caribbeans, Africans, Australians have been transfixed by Harry and Meghan. I agree. The global attention has been coming in, and like I said, I think it's a lot to do. I keep going back to that lovely gentleman, the young gentleman who was in the Queen of the World documentary. I think it was the first episode, and I think he was from a Caribbean country, and he said it way better than what I can remember what he said. But basically, in a nutshell, he said that he'd always respected the monarchy, respected the Queen, but now he felt it was a feeling that he had a real stake in the monarchy, in the royal family, through Meghan, because of Meghan's diverse heritage, because of her biracial heritage. And he said it way better than what I can say it, but how he said it and made complete sense at the time. So do go back and watch that, because he was a very intelligent young gentleman, Caribbean gentleman, and he said it, he summed it up brilliantly. So go back and watch Queen of the World, and I think it was episode 1 he was in, if I'm not mistaken. So do go back and check that, because he summed it up brilliantly about how other nationalities, other different racial diversities now view the royal family through Meghan. He said it way better than what I can remember what he said, but do go and check that out if you can remember to. Arnold Sands, I consider Baby Shark and Frogmella trolling. Did you not like my baby Frogmella? I will be doing the baby reveal very soon. Some people didn't get that was homage. Let's have a look. Pamela says, it's like they can't wait. The more Elliot gets famous, we're going to have more trolls. You're not anybody until you've got trolls these days. Okay, lots of people giving name suggestions. Annette says, as far as who's more important, Omid made an acute observation. By the time George is ready to reign in 20 years or so, no one knows what the state of the monarchy will be. Exactly. So it's good to have family there that can take up any slack that's needed, just like I think Beatrice and Eugenie will when the time comes. In fact, they're already, I think, nearly there. Yes, measure your wealth in trolls. Did someone say they remembered that gentleman? I think someone did. I think someone said they remembered what he said. Anyway, he said it way better than what I can remember. Phyllis, I think you're right. Importance is relative, has nothing to do with title. Oh, it was Michelle who said, yes, I do remember him. Duchess Mariah says, will baby be a lord automatically? It's his birthright. Being the son of a duke, it is his birthright. But whether they wish to style him as such is up to parents. Stacey says, thanks for your great reporting. You are more than welcome. It's the least I can do to come on and just do a pop-up and just try and work through a lot of the things that we just don't know what's going on. And a lot of the obviously fake stories or speculative stories. I think it's good to come on and just discuss them. Let me just look out my window a moment. I can see something going on. It's fine. It was a lady. It wasn't her from across the road at number 23. I know all about her. Sheila says, the last Prince John was the son of George V and Queen Mary. He had seizures. He did. He sadly passed, I think, age 13. H.M. the King says, if importance and relevance have nothing to do with title, then why are we following this baby in the first place? I think you do have a point. I mean, titles are there for a reason, obviously. Pamela says, I would ask the Queen for one name. She might want to name one for Harry and Meghan. I mean, the Queen, it always has to go through the Queen. Linda says, all children need to be protected no matter who the parents are. True. Who passed at 13? The last Prince John, Queen Mary, and George V's youngest child. Mary Brunn says, I heard that Thomas released a statement to the Daily Mail about his joy and how he believes the baby is lucky to have Meghan and Harry's parents. His statement was indeed respectful, which I think was good. And like I said in yesterday's chat, I'm just hoping that the birth of a baby will help his grandchild as well, will help to focus minds. That's all I'm going to say on it. Maybe it will help to focus minds and maybe give a little bit, maybe the penny will drop, as we say in the UK. Maybe the penny will drop that, hey, he's on the peripheral now. In fact, he's more than in the peripheral, he's in Narnia. Yes, he's as far away from anything as Narnia. He may as well go in the closet and go to Narnia. So maybe this will just focus minds. Maybe the balance will be redressed. I don't know. Annette thinks baby name Philip Arthur Dorian. Okay. Rosie Chaplet's laughing at Narnia. Yes. H. Ween says, how is baby Frogmella today? You will get to see baby Frogmella tomorrow. Sheila says, I like the Narnia reference, it works. Oh, 656 watching. I think I've lost 50 in a second. Let's have a look. Maria says, I think Dorian is too feminine. He needs a strong name. I'm maybe not. Okay, I'm thinking Philip's going to be in there. I'm thinking John's going to be in there, and possibly David. There we go. But don't. Okay, shall we discount Thomas? Can we discount Thomas? I don't know. I know people are going to go, no Thomas, no Thomas, but we can't discount it. We can't completely discount it. Mrs. Billing said the Prince and the Duchess were thoughtful to mention the Spencers in their statement, so again this may support a Spencer name. We'll have to wait and see. See, John would do it. John would honour Diana's father and also obviously the Spencers as a family. So John would do that. They think it says Thomas, really? We can't discount it. Pearl says, I hope they don't name him Richard. Stephen says, this is boring and messed up. You can just click the off. Amanda says, to be honest, I'd rather see William's name than Thomas. I don't think we're going to see William's name, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, a lot of this is we'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow's going to be a day where hopefully we'll find out a few things. Okay, lots of people saying... Jojo says, yes, you can discount Thomas. We can't yet. Any name could be. I will say that I don't think it's likely, however. Nashia says, I disagree, Rose. He's worked in entertainment for years. He knows the term no comment. Oh, who are you talking about? Oh no, I've opened Pandora's box with the Thomas suggestion. Minter says, what I don't understand is why everyone wants Meghan to heal the rift. She didn't start it. I think people just don't generally like rifts in the first place. Especially here in Britain, we like to be very polite and get on. It doesn't always happen, but we do. Um, mm, mm, mm. Gwen says, "Oh, when the Duke of Sussex spoke yesterday, I cried tears of joy." Okay, apparently Sussex Royal Instagram is now at 6.5 million followers. Wow. Okay. I think we've kind of updated on all we can update on now, and we are 45 minutes into this chat. So I'm going to go. I do have my visiting to get ready for, so I'm going to go and get ready for visiting. I hope you've had a really lovely day. I will endeavour to bring you a lot of what's gone on today tomorrow, so please look out for those videos. And also, obviously, I'll try and do a live reaction to when the baby reveal happens, if it goes ahead. If anyone finds out what time it's going ahead, please drop me a message. Just leave a comment or something. I will see it. I do read all the comments. So if you find out a time, if a royal reporter leaks a time, let me know, because, you know, I need eyes everywhere on this. So please do let me know. If you've enjoyed this video and these updates, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media. Hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. And also, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. So from me, for now, in Shropshire,